How's it going, everybody? This is Frank Cavone.
I'm Doug Quimby.
And we are Kinda Live.
Kinda Livin.
This is episode 24 of the Kinda Live, Kinda Livin podcast. And today is a special episode. We took a week off and we've had some flubs.
Hey.
And yeah, we're just excited.
Excuse me.
Do I know you?
Excuse me.
All right.
I'll call you back.
Okay.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh.
Hello.
All right. So it looks like
Hello.
you're a guest here.
What's going
What's
on?
up,
What's your name?
Caleb? How
Hey.
you doing? I didn't think to see you tonight. How's everything?
Okay.
All right.
Thought I'd swing by.
Thank you for coming back to the Kinda Live, Kinda Livin podcast. We see that you've made some changes for our audio listeners here. This goofball is dressed up as Barbara from the Disco Biscuits, and
I'm not really.
I don't know. How's everything going, man?
my
It's
own
been a
thing.
couple weeks. We haven't seen you since ADK Fest.
Yeah, everything's been good.
Did you have a good
I
show?
was drinking that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. I had fun. I missed out on Sunday.
That's too bad.
I had to
It was
work
a good
on.
day.
I had to work on Monday.
I feel that though, you know, that work grind, man, you can't escape it.
You
It's
can't
disgusting.
escape
You
it.
know
How's
that.
everybody's?
Thank you.
So, speaking of ADK Fest, we took a week off. Last episode, we have David Kogel on, who's an Annie and the Water photographer. Just was killing it all weekend at ADK Fest. But it was a great year. 2019 ADK Fest definitely set some records. We had probably the most people ever show up to the festival.
Oh yeah.
We had a huge media team.
There was a lot of
Shout out
people
to-
there.
It was packed. And shout out to just the whole Mirth Films crew and everybody who came to just help out on the back end. The volunteers spend all week working on that,
Yeah.
setting up, getting the stages ready, getting everything nice and safe for all the concert goers. And
It really just turned out to be like an amazing festival too.
It
It
was-
was definitely the best one they've had so far. And I would say like every band really brought like every set of music was just amazing.
seriously, and like the cool thing was there was a variety of different like music. You on day one you had your Ryan Montbleu, it was 75 and Sunny, perfectly fit the theme. We had some Lucid that day.
All the homies
Dude,
were vending
G-Love
too.
and the special
All the homies were
sauce.
vending. Shout out to the
Everybody
vendors.
was like in that one little strip together too. It was nice.
Yeah, it's cool. You get to see everybody that you love and want to hang with there. and
Everybody that I love and hate.
Everybody you love and hate. Yeah, shout out though to Buffalo Bannon Designs, Fixation Fabrics, KK Gudis, just all of our homie friends who were just there vending the event. And I mean, just the music was top notch. People's Blues of Richmond blew my mind.
Oh my god, they were so good.
Insane.
Ryan Montbleu. What did he play that one? He played that one Shaggy song.
Oh, well,
Oh, it wasn't me.
that was really good too.
I was not.
Yeah, I
was
thought
not
I thought
expecting
it
that.
was a like a recording.
So
I
what
thought
kind of
somebody was
fine
playing it
beer
over
you
speaker.
drinking tonight, Caleb?
Yeah, you know you like your good beers.
Honestly, you probably never heard of it, so don't worry about it.
All right.
But-
All I know is Caleb's milkshakes
That's
bring all the
special.
boys to the yard.
It's beer from Burlington. It's
Give him a
called
plug. Who is it?
Burlington Beer Co. It's called Soft Ambient Music. It's an oat milk IPA.
Oh,
Yummy.
milk. See, that's the one thing. Like, I'm a big fan of milk, but I just don't see how milk and beer go together.
Well,
It's not like milk. It's like milk sugar.
You were
but
saying
this is
that.
oat milk, so it's kind. So I don't really know what that means. I honestly don't know what that means. But
Yeah.
it tastes good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, back to the music. I mean, the music was great. I want to just give a huge shout out to Sarah Baruch for helping us kill the interviews. We never got to talk to you about it, but backstage we got to interview Ryan Dempsey of Twiddle, Adrian, drummer of Kung Fu. Talked to Tony Marcalis of Trey Anastasio Band.
Who's he
Vinny-
with?
He was there with Everyone Orchestra. And then who else did we talk up to? We talked to Pink Talking Fish. We
Pink
talked to
Talking
Dave
Fish, Dave
Edmond,
Edmond.
People's Blues of Richmond, and we also talked
Did
to
you say Eggy?
we talked to Eggy,
Yeah.
full band interview.
Eggie's sweet.
Dude,
Those
they're
guys
really
are
good.
I
killing
seen
it.
Eggie at Dish Channel, and I saw him again at Neptunes. They're fucking dope.
They're up and
Yeah,
coming
their
and they
Neptune set
crush.
really
Yeah.
crushed it for sure. And now,
No,
like,
the whole time they were playing, I had a fully torqued boner.
I mean, who wouldn't? And then also
did.
there was I'm trying to think. Night 2, Annie in the Water. I forgot the first band who was supposed
the
to.
new motif.
They had a bunch of New Motif had to unfortunately pull out because they had trouble getting here from Colorado. So Annie in the Water played from like 9 to like 3 in the morning, and
Was this on Sunday?
this was on Sunday. Members of Pigeons Playing Ping Pong sat in.
Really?
Yeah, Jeremy Scon, guitarist
A.
and bassist. Ben, I don't know his last name, but they both sat in. There was members of Pink Talking Fish. Scott Hannay sat in. It was honestly probably one of the best like live moments I've seen.
Yeah,
in a
that's
long
crazy.
time. I was also feeling it because after a long, we were busting our ass for 2 days, and
I
it
got
was
like 2.5 hours of sleep that weekend.
It was like we shot video all day, all night. Doug had to prepare a day one recap video, which came out amazing, dude.
Thank
I
you.
really like that. And it was just it was a lot of hard work. But you know what? This is our hometown. We have to put the hard work in for especially, properly promoting the festival and having people like Dave Emmond to set this up is just freaking incredible. But other than
And
that,
you know what? I just want to shout out one thing. Rich Ortiz, another hometown boy, for his set at at least the beginning set Sunday. There was like a little kid jamming in the crowd, and he literally brought him on stage and like sung a song with them, and that was
no
really?
way.
yeah, dude. It was an amazing moment, dude.
That's
it was,
cool.
It was sick, dude.
He's such a nice guy, Rich
He really
Ortiz.
is, dude.
The man.
I've heard otherwise, but
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
Barber. But yeah, we had to take a week off just to kind of get everything re-geared back into what we're doing here with Mirth Films, which our team's been crushing it. We've had a lot of media out just on our site. Head to our website, mirth-films.com. And for those watching right now, and just for our listeners too, we are available on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud. So make sure to check out us. If you don't get to check the show out live, check it out the next day. We usually have it up a couple hours after the podcast, but sometimes that doesn't happen. But we flubbed this one a couple times.
Yeah.
It's not episode 23, it's episode 24. But what's great after 23 and 24 is 25. And what's awesome about 25? Well, let me tell you what's awesome about episode 25. We will be having our first show away from the OG Mirth Film set at Max Brewery, 9 p.m. on Wednesday next week, episode 25.
Sweet.
Our buddy Ricky Chase set us up with that. We're going to be talking about
I
a
got the
lot
day
of
off, I'll
cool
come
things.
over there.
Come over. It's trivia night before. Go have a couple drinks and watch the show live after.
Okay.
Double live for us.
Oh, yeah.
And but we'll be talking about a lot of cool things that WEQX, Park Theater, Scott Hannay, Jeff Mulrad are all doing together. So stay tuned. And if you're in the area, stop by Max Brewery. That place is right. Where is it? It's right next to the Circle. in
Yeah,
Great
it's
Falls,
like
right?
pretty much
Right next to
that little
Mikado,
strip right
almost.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, get
Granite
yourself
Park
some
Library
sushi.
Road,
Head
whatever you
over.
wanna call it.
You know, it's gonna be a good time.
What's the name of that road?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
it's
literally-
Bay, right? Or Glen.
It's maybe it is Glen.
Ridge?
I lived in Glens Falls for like almost 10 years now, and I literally could name like
So how's
3
that?
streets. What?
Glens Falls. Yeah.
How is
But-
that?
But just
Is it
catching up with
good?
everybody. How's everybody's week been?
You know, mine's been pretty good. It's finally the off season like George, so after Car's show it was a very hectic weekend, but now everything is nice and calm the way I like it.
It's good
So,
to
you
hear,
know,
man.
Nice and relaxing, getting back into the swing of things. You know, now it's fall season, time to get back to the grind again. But you know,
Probably
it's
have to
good
start skateboarding for a little bit now. without
Yeah.
dying.
Yep, exactly. You know, now it's perfect skate season time in Lake George. No Peace Cops out to harass you, so now it's free to skate Canada Street.
Absolutely, man. That's cool.
And also, you don't have to pay for parking anymore.
Don't have to pay for parking. You can yell from one end of Canada Street to the other and still hear what the other person's saying.
Oh yeah.
For the most part.
Car show weekend's done.
Car show weekend is done. But yeah, it was nice.
And what'd you get into?
This week's been a little nutty for me. I just been spending a lot of the past couple of days just like focusing on like some me time. I went through a stressful period just with ADK Fest and just a lot of just the stuff that was on my shoulders sucked,
Yeah.
man. And just great. I mean, I love it, but like, you know, you get in freelance, you get your busy weeks, you get your slow weeks. This was like, I think I
Was it
freaked
like this?
I
Was it
freaked.
like-
It was like I freaked my dad, my mom out. I freaked everybody out. Kind of just like stress levels like through the roof. And
Your stress
but yeah,
level went Super
I got
Saiyan.
this. You know what? Today was really good. I had a really good day today.
Sorry.
Booked a flight. My
Actually, I'm
mom
not.
and I were going to be heading to San Francisco
That's
in,
awesome.
in February, which is cool. It was first time on the planes in like 8 years.
Jesus.
And but just adjusting to the fall, taking the downtime in. I was skating. I skated for like 3 hours today and just drove around Lake George.
Take an old trip down memory road to Venice Beach.
Would love to. Speaking of that,
When is the anniversary of?
Oh
when
my
your
god,
episode
didn't
aired?
something pop up where some guy was like, I've never seen two bigger losers in my fucking
yes,
life.
I get the worst, nastiest comments about the Judge Judy.
I read that
episode.
laughing.
Yeah, it was
Fucking
the
losers.
episode aired 7 years ago. Me and Chris Browser on Judge Judy, which was a hell of a time.
I
We
can't
talked
believe that was
about it.
7 years ago.
Dude, just think about how long we've been all
I remember when I
friends.
met you guys, you're like, I was on Judge Judy, and I was like, no, you weren't. And then you showed me the thing, I was like, whoa.
I don't now like it's like I don't tell people that I was on Judge. It's kind of like if
You're
it was,
humble
like,
about
not
being
big.
on Judge Judy.
Yeah, it's like not everybody has the same experience I did.
It's not like you were trying to get on Judge Judy.
No.
Who put that
wasn't
comment?
trying.
Was it the guy?
No, just I'll get some random people like just commenting on the video. Just they probably see the
The
video.
first thing in my
online,
head was
want
like,
each other
I
to-
could think of at least two way bigger losers than Frankie. No, I'm just kidding. before he pops my
But
head.
like when the episode aired, I would get the most random Facebook messages from people.
Really?
It was
Really?
kind of creepy.
Oh man.
Like
what?
people like, oh, I saw you on Judge Judy. Like, look up my name and like try to talk to me on Facebook. I'm like, this
That's
is like
so
pre
odd.
like big like not how Facebook's big now. It was like, yeah, I was like, whoa, that's a little weird.
Do you remember that kid from Fish MSG a few years ago? And he got viral.
Oh, yes, yeah,
The Hood Kid.
the Hood Kid.
And it's just like literally like it's the live stream and it's like you see him like kind of freaking out and then it goes to the crowd and then it goes back to him and he's like that. It was so funny. That kid ended up popping up my people you might know and I added him and I was like, dude, are you that kid? He's like, yeah, dude, everybody's been messaging me. And I was like, oh, I feel bad because I'm sure he's probably gotten like 1,000 messages from everybody.
You know what? I'm gonna go out there and just say it. I added him on Facebook.
Yeah, I did. You did?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did too.
We're not friends
Nick,
in real
Nick
life. though.
something.
Yeah, Nick something.
Nick,
Yeah.
Nick
Let's not blow up
something.
his spot though.
I'm trying. He's been
Already got blown
for
out.
our tens of viewers. I don't think that. We'll keep it on it down low. You
It
know.
has been now.
So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, just filling up my time. We just got confirmation next week. Andy Frasco and the UN are coming to Putnam Place, and we'll be playing an episode of board games with band members with him. It's
Excited
going to
for
be a
that.
little wild. It's going to be cool. And speaking of board games with band members, yesterday we just released our second episode featuring Scott Hannay, and he's kind of lame. He doesn't like regular board games. Scott Hannay plays video games.
I feel like that's way less lame than board games.
We're lame. So we played a game of Super Mario Party. So still technical
Yeah.
as a board game, you know, but not, you know,
It's not really a board game.
But it's a virtual
it's a video
board game.
board game.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
You move dice.
Yeah.
You roll
Oh,
dice.
okay. I thought it was Super Mario.
You have a childhood?
No. Raised in a lab, Frankie. You know this.
So,
Raised by the wolves.
but yeah, other than that, we got a jam-packed week with news. And I know you got a lot, and I got a lot. So I'm just going to get the music news out of the way. First is not really news, but just something I want to talk to you guys about. We covered Ramon Sanchez, one of our awesome people here at Mirth Films, covered the Cardi B show. And so Cardi B, basically, she played a 50-minute set for whatever, you know, her ticket cost is. But 50-minute set and called it
Well,
a
it's
night.
played.
2 no-namers, pretty much.
That's what time did it end?
Like 10:30? Yeah, like 10:30. How pissed would you be as
I
a
would
concert? As
definitely
like
be
I
upset.
paid all this money for a freaking ticket to see you.
Every time I
Work.
go to a rap concert, I'm always slightly disappointed.
Really? Why?
Because I remember when Post Malone came, when I went to him, and Future was there. Future came on, and he literally, like, he'd say, like, 3 words of every song. And then he left for, like, 20 minutes, came back on stage, played for, like, 2 songs, and he left. I was like, that was so lame. And it was, like, not a performance.
I've
And,
only
like, his
se-
music was playing in the background with the words already, so we just kind of, like, voicing over it.
Oh, that's
yeah,
bullshit.
ad-libbing
Yeah, it was
his
just
own
lame.
stuff.
Just lame.
How do
Yeah.
you rage at an amphitheater?
You don't.
With that?
I mean, you do, but...
It's more like
I
a
don't
country
know.
concert for us. Like if you live in upstate New York, or at least near SPAC, you probably know what we mean. You go to a country concert, a rap concert, or just like 2 nights of Dave. You could tell who's into Dave, and then you could tell who's there to hang out with their friends on the hill. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like I'm so happy we're not like involved with that type of.
I went to
like,
one Dave Matthews concert. My girlfriend at the time got alcohol poisoning. I got punched in the face at the end of the show, and I said, "That's it." Never
Oh,
again.
Never again.
Never again.
Do you like his music?
I appreciate Dave Matthews, I guess. Nothing I would listen to. I'm
I
not
know,
trying to snag a dude.
it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. But, I mean,
I also
I'd
just really
be
don't like the
pissed.
scene either.
I'd be pissed if I was, like, a huge Cardi B fan. I was like... But, hey, at the same time, maybe she doesn't have 50 minutes of material. To,
I
like,
definitely feel like she does. I feel like she was
think
like
so?
coming out with. I mean, I didn't
I don't
really get
know.
too much into
I
Cardi B,
thought
but
it was-
like,
who
I'm
else were
pretty
the
sure
people
she has a
that
couple
played, you know?
albums out.
one person was like Nicole Boss and then Tiana something. I don't know. Well, I mean, it looked like, I mean, the pictures came out really well that
Yeah.
Ramon took, and I think that was probably the best thing that came out of it. Other than that, it was just a short and
Other than
sweet
that?
show. Yeah, it was literally that. That was a sound that happened when she was twerking.
Goddamn.
Yeah, it was gross. But then, you know, other than that, let's switch into some punk music. Green Day, Weezer, and Fall Out Boy are all heading out on a big tour next summer, which is gonna be really cool. Green Day puts on a killer show. Weezer puts on a killer show.
I used to be obsessed with Green Day.
Dude, they're
They're
really
not
good.
a bad. They're
When I was like
awesome.
younger,
They're
in high
awesome.
school, loved it. Couldn't get enough Green Day.
You don't like them anymore?
I mean, I wouldn't sit down and listen to them. It's just not
Why?
my thing anymore. I don't know. It's just not my
It's,
thing anymore.
I mean, it's one of those things. It's
it was
like
more
you
of a thing when I was
listen to-
younger. That's what
yeah.
I was really into. I still love. I mean, I love that.
They're great.
You know,
performance,
You wouldn't
man.
skip it.
I like that.
Yeah.
But it's
So what,
nothing
was
I
your
was.
what was some of your favorite Green Day songs? Do you remember?
I remember American Idiot. I just like would listen to my. I'd go home from school and just like make like 4 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and just fucking.
That's awesome, man.
Oh,
But yeah,
man.
so go head to our website and check out all the tour dates for that. The only one I know off the top of my head is they're going to be eventually
Fall Out Boys with
playing.
them too, right?
Fall Out
Yep.
Boy. We don't have to talk about them though.
Oh well, I remember in 6th grade I was failing French class, and the Fall Out Boy concert was coming up, and I knew I failed this quiz on French, so I signed my mom's name, and the teacher called my mom up and was like, "Did you sign this?" She's like, "No," so I couldn't go to the Fall Out Boy concert, and I
Oh,
fucking
man.
freaked out. I lost my mind, and I was so mad that I was like, "No!" And I went like this to the table, and the table snapped. My mom was like, "I was thinking about letting you go, but now it's definitely not fucking happening." I was like,
So the only thing going down swinging was the table.
going down swinging was my life at the time.
Well, hey, we're happy you're alive and here. You know.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Cheers.
That's what happens
Cheers,
when you
Fall
listen
Out
to
Boy.
Fall Out Boy. You get anger. and you
Dude,
just-
the table's got to fall out, boy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Other than that,
boy.
Twiddle has announced another 2-night run at the Capitol Theater.
Oh, yeah. I saw
Yeah, it's
that.
going to be cool.
Sweet.
November 29th and 30th, first night. I don't know if they're going to be opening up the second night too, but Aqueous will also be playing there with them as well. So go and check that out. I know that's going to be an overlapping show, at least the 30th, because, I mean, the OG boys from Vermont are playing. It's going to be the Start of Island tour, 2 nights of Providence, followed by a night at Nassau Coliseum, followed by Pittsburgh, followed by 3 days at South Carolina. Go check it out, fish.com.
Yeah.
Fierce.
But speaking
I'm
of
not
New
gonna lie,
Year's
this
runs,
jacket's incredibly hot.
who's that?
This jacket.
Is it?
And I'm not taking it off.
Okay.
Up to you.
Anyway,
man.
go ahead. Sorry.
So, Aqueous is also going to be playing a 2-night New Year's run at the Town Ballroom in Buffalo. Hometown show for those guys, and which is really cool. Go check out the article on mirth-films.com. And let's kick it to you, Doug. What do you got to talk to us about?
So, something I've been excited for. I'm really excited that it's finally being released. This game Session, it's like the next skateboarding game. Not Skate 4. It's gonna have like a completely different like control setup, but like it's gonna be super authentic to skateboarding, and it's gonna be released September 17th to like Steam, like computer, and then in October for like Xbox like early access, like game preview whatnot. And then the full game's gonna release early 2020, and yeah,
I've heard
about
bad
that.
things
I mean, it
You've
hasn't
heard
come
bad
out
things? Why?
about people that have like reviewed it and played it.
So
They've gotten
what was
samples of
been
it.
the problem?
yet.
They said that it was weird. The gameplay, like the finger play, was weird. Like the
Yeah,
Not
I
the
mean,
finger-
it's
you know what I
different-
mean?
Yeah, it's like
they
like-
said
They're
compared
probably
to
not
skate,
used
they
to
said
the
skate
feeling.
was way more relatable as far as skateboarding, like actual skateboarding to a video game.
For sure. For sure. I mean, well,
I
I
don't
know
know,
the
though.
way they went about it is like the left stick is like your left foot, the right stick is your right foot. So pretty much it's like
White
the way you
foot.
go, white foot, your right foot, and so like the way you go about it is pretty much just like each stick is your
Oh,
foot.
okay,
So
so maybe-
you go about each trick the way you would like an actually where like you pop, flick in certain ways, scoop. So like it's definitely gonna be a learning curve to try to figure out how to
Right,
play.
yeah.
'Cause
Right.
it's not skate what we're fucking used to. But I mean they never came out with Skate 4, so like
Which really bums me out.
they could have made $1 million. At least
You
a few.
think they understand where they fucked up? Like, what right do you have not to make another skate?
Right. They were doing
It's
so
been-
good. They're like,
It's like, okay, 2011. Fuck this game. You know? It's like, no.
I literally
We're
just
still playing Skate 2 because Skate 3 wasn't good enough. You know? Like,
I just bought an Xbox 360 just so I can play Skate 2 and Skate
Dude,
3.
we literally did this. We still actually have to play
Yes.
all of the Skate 2 like spot battles to like decide who.
I'm like halfway
owns the
through like
Xbox.
both of them.
which
So
which
much
is your
fun.
favorite skate?
You know, I used to think Skate 2 was way better, but I like the way I like the levels in Skate 2 more, but I like the way Skate 3 skates more. Like the way
I feel
Okay,
that.
controlling wise,
Yeah, the
100%.
way it feels when
More
you're skating
fluid.
around.
But like
Absolutely.
the
Yeah.
map in Skate 2 is just
way better.
so much
So
so
dope.
good. So good.
Absolutely.
What about Skater XL? Have you heard of that one too?
I've heard
it.
of that one. I wanted to
I only
try
watched
that one.
actually no, I only watched one review and I read one that said that it was kind of lame about Session.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I thought was super lame about it too was it looked like the demo was like some guy skating inside a prison in a prison jumpsuit.
Yeah. Well, I mean
Really?
that
Yeah, I
that
thought that
is
was
the
kinda
demo.
lame.
That's like because I mean they did hold a Kickstarter, so for all like the Kickstarter users, you could go. I mean, actually, even non-Kickstarter people, you can go download like a demo, and it's that one. And that's kind of just to get used to the controls. But I mean, like that
Oh, you can
also
download
was-
it on.
You can download it on. It's only PC only, so you're gonna have to play it on PC. You gotta
But
get like
Xbox controllers work for
They
PC.
do.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But I
Really?
mean, like, and also with that, it's like
Really?
that wasn't the finished game. It's just like a prototype demo, so you can
Right, true,
kind
true,
of get
true.
used to it. Because
Right.
I mean, it's different. So like, what they're coming out with is gonna be like the full game, like
Yeah.
all to the T. I'm definitely excited for it. And the one thing I really do like is like they're not gonna do any points. It's gonna be all go for it. It's gonna be all pretty much like on how your style and like how like you can kind of progress your style. You can flip faster, do better like manual tricks and all that, and then like that helps you also like unlock more of the map. And so the early access is gonna be taking place in like New York City at like the Brooklyn Banks and whatnot,
cool.
and it's actually gonna,
Oh,
like,
cool. It's gonna be real
scale-
spots.
real spots,
Which
and
I
it's,
always
like,
thought Skate
in
should have
scale.
done that.
Yeah,
And I always thought they should have like. I feel like Skate is definitely a huge upgrade from Tony Hawk, but there were still
yeah.
many things that could have been way more realistic.
I mean, it's
about.
still very arcadish. It is.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I mean, it's way more realistic than Tony. It's not blend
I gotta
matching
say
anymore.
though, I recently just like with this new free time that I've had, I went and I had the first time in probably like 7 months to be able to do something else other than work, and I got a TV set up on my desk and a PS2 Slim right under it.
Tony Hawk. Yeah, I saw
I
that
was
dude.
playing some Tony Hawk's Underground 2. I put
I
a
called.
Wii
Remember I
yeah,
covered
that's
the thing. I was
right,
like,
yeah.
Tony Hawk's Underground 2, right? Like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
I know my Tony
is,
Hawk.
Ween is in Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
The logo.
Yeah, the
Right?
logo, which means the song must be on the game too.
There probably is a Wing song on there.
So I was like, oh, dude, gotta show my jam band homies,
Yeah.
some love. You know, skip the Metallica.
My brother's
logo.
a huge Ween fan. I think it's bigger down south.
Is it?
Down
I was
in
gonna say
Tennessee.
I never really saw the big. You know.
He's a big Ween fan. All about it. He went on Ween tour for a little bit, I guess. Last time I saw him.
We should have him on the podcast and have him talk about it because I mean, it sounds interesting.
Yeah, Ween's different. They're different.
They're different,
They're
but
different.
Tony Hawk, I gotta say, still holds up.
They're kind of like drunk bar party scene. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really know how to make
Almost grungy, but not.
But like bar scene.
Okay,
Jam. If that makes sense.
I hear what you're saying.
Like a dive bar. Like, if there was a jam band that was in a dive bar, it'd probably be like Ween. You know what
I
I
didn't
mean?
know if you knew this, but speaking of the band, I never knew that the bassist of J-Rad is the bassist of Ween.
What?
Yeah, I looked it
Really?
up. Yeah, I was like, yeah, because like I went to I think I put up a J-Rad
shit.
picture not too long ago. I wanted to find who the bassist was.
Was he original?
I think so. Yeah, no joke. I think
shit.
so. Yeah, I was like, this guy fucking.
This guy Fox.
J-Rad, I gotta say though, is like
J-Rad
so
is
dirty.
like fifth dimension
Grateful Dead.
dead cover band. A lot of people said to me, they're like, if Fish was a dead cover band, If Fish did a dead cover band, it'd be J-Rad. That makes
Wow.
sense. That's a lot.
They were
I get
sick,
that.
and like everything. I don't know that band. It's just like, I don't, were you at the show, the Palace show?
Yeah.
That was. Oh
Yeah.
wait, let's hear about. Okay,
Oh.
Caleb has a story to tell everybody about his J-Rad. What was it, 2016 or 2017?
The last time they
Palace
came to
Theater
Palace.
show 2 times ago, I think.
Yeah, I got a little looped out. I was wearing a fur jacket, and I lost all my friends, and I was just like drunk and all over the place, whatever you want to call it to be PG. And somebody was selling balloons, so I bought a few, and then I met up with Lucas and all those guys, and then we're walking on the street, and this like homeless guy comes up to me, and he's kind of like pestering us. And then he goes to grab my balloon, and I was like, stop. And then he goes to grab it again. I don't know what came over me, but I was like, boom, and I fucking punched him in the face. I was like, and then he walked away. And then he goes to get up again, and Lucas was like, dude, back off. The guy just fell on his back. I was like, let's go.
Oh my god.
What a waste.
Yeah, no, that was actually the first time I ever punched anyone in the face. I was like,
You don't seem like the fighting type either.
Yeah.
What are your guns' names?
huh?
Are they registered in
No.
New York State? No.
I did get suspended once in school, though.
Oh, you're a tough kid. Tough cookie. What else we got going on, Doug?
Okay, so here's another thing. So the Hubble telescope, yeah, know about that. You know, amazing pictures of space. Well, they were looking at one of these planets, like 110 light years away, and they found water vapor on it. And they're
There's
like,
life there.
more than likely. It orbits around like a red dwarf star, and yeah, they found water vapor on it. It's an exoplanet, a little bit bigger than Earth. The gravity is a little bit gnarlier, and I guess because it's a red dwarf star, somehow it gets more radiation. Science, all that nonsense,
All in your face.
all in your face. But
Love it.
like, there is another exoplanet out there in the habitable zone with water vapor and like aliens, life.
There's life out there.
There more than likely is life out there.
There's no. Remember I talked to somebody once, like when I moved to Glens Falls, a couple years after I moved to Glens Falls. Aliens aren't real. I was like, I don't like you anymore. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no.
The
there's-
Earth's flat. There's gotta be.
We're gonna find out in 10 days because that's when Area 51's
I
getting
was just
raided.
about to say that, yeah.
my God,
Yeah,
is
it's
it
right
really?
around, it's like 9 days.
I wonder
away.
how
So
many
who did we
people are
talk to
actually
that
gonna
said we're
show.
gonna go? We talked to somebody who was like,
I think it
"Look,
was, well, I think it was
It was
Caleb and
you.
Shane.
We talked. No, we
but-
talked. Well, yeah, sorry. Spit. We talked about it on the last podcast I was
Yeah.
on. I'm on. I forget how many people said we're going. It was like a couple
No,
million.
yeah, it's a couple million people want.
I doubt
like,
there.
planning
I
to
would
go.
be surprised if a couple thousand people went. Honestly.
No, they're having like a music festival like in that town next to like Area 51 because like
Really?
all the hotels and whatnot have been booked out and like people are like camping. And shit.
Oh, so
They're,
this
like,
is a happening.
it's a thing.
I
I
am
mean,
sure
if
it's more.
people-
I'm sure more people out there.
J-Rad's playing it."
No, they're not.
I'm just.
Oh, I was like, what?
But yeah,
That's
no,
crazy. I
yeah.
didn't know there was.
Yeah, no,
We
they're
should apply for press passes.
We should. Yeah, I don't know if people are actually gonna like venture away from the music festival to go try to raid Area 51, but
I'm sure.
it's an event happening in the middle of the desert.
I'm sure there's probably gonna be. It's gonna be guarded that day.
Oh,
So,
it's gonna
dude,
be like.
everything's
Nobody's gonna
already
get in.
gone. Everything's already gone. Nothing's at Area
Or
51
whatever.
right
It's
now.
definitely just gonna be heavily
Yeah,
guarded.
Area 51 is moved.
Yeah. There's
They
nothing.
They moved to
juicy
Area
there
52.
anymore.
Some dude, Bob Wagner,
Bob Lazar.
he blew the whole
Yeah,
thing.
he really did. Blew up the spot.
You guess what, Bob? You blew it.
You blew it.
You blew it.
You fucked up. You fucked up, kid. You fucked up.
You busted.
You busted.
Okay, so before we continue on here, let's see the comments we have. That Shiny Teeth and Me cover held me over last week.
Shiny teeth in me.
It was pretty good, man.
Dude, love it.
It was good.
Was
Love the
that
quartets.
the barbershop quartet?
Yeah.
thing?
Barbershop quartet. I was filming
Amazing.
this freelance video. I had to basically for 2 days for like 8 hours a day film barbershop quartet competition.
Really?
Song after song after song after song. Probably like 40
And that
songs.
came up.
And they broke out with Shiny Teeth at me 2.0 like
2.0, man. That was a mega jam, bro.
it was a mega jam.
Timmy would be proud.
It was
Oh no,
really
who was the
Chip Skylar?
Chip Skylar?
Yeah.
Chippy boy.
Dylan, shout out to Dylan 6 Man. Shout out to Joe Rogan, best podcaster ever.
Young Jamie.
And Young Jamie. And my favorite musicians are the ones that tell stories during their concert.
I'm about that.
I'm about it.
I'm all about music that tells a story. You know, that's why I feel like one thing that's not so lost in today's music, but like, I mean, I definitely hear it here and there, but like, they would like rock like ballads. Like, yo, that's just story time with some music involved.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like a play, bro.
Only time I can't really tell on the podcast. The only storytelling like song I've ever heard, Van Halen 07. It was at Mohegan Sun, and I'll just kind of tell.
Oh, you've already been to Mohegan before.
Yeah, I was there before the 2 nights. And,
You're a local there.
I was a local yokel, 13. You know,
God
Van
damn.
Halen, crazy show. They have a song called Ice Cream Man, and it's like an acoustic style song. I'm the Ice Cream Man. Stop me when I'm passing by. And it's basically about like he was basically telling like this story about how he's basically like getting laid, rolling doobies on a Dark Side of the Moon album.
Livin' La Vida Loco.
Livin' La Vida Loco. Before that even was a song, and like
Before Ricky.
So
Martin.
I was like I don't know. It was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dylan, I get it. I get it what you're saying.
And he also commented, play NES Monopoly. I have actually Monopoly on my Xbox One. That shit's lit.
Is it really?
Dude, you ever
Can
get
you
down
dab?
with Monopoly?
I play the
Well, after you say
game.
lit.
I can't physically.
Well, that's actually a new
Okay.
rule here. Every time
Whatever.
somebody says, like, got a dab.
Lit.
Can you dab for me, Frankie? Have you ever dabbed
What's the magic
before?
word?
Lit.
Lit.
Is that bad?
That was horrible.
How do I do it?
You went like this. You threw up like a high. You gotta go straight back. Naruto.
So it's
Yeah. You gotta go straight back, like you're sneezing into you or in your elbow.
okay, just like that.
Well, that's acceptable. We'll take that. You're an amateur.
That was
Dabber. I think dabbing's kind of dead anyway.
I am not a fan of it.
I remember the rumor of like dab got started because like when you take a dab and you cough.
Oh, that makes.
I don't know how true that is.
That
though.
doesn't
Well,
sound
like,
too
that
lit
makes
to me.
sense.
Huh?
It doesn't sound too lit to me.
But that sounds
No.
like the truth.
No.
That sounds like facts to me.
Facts, my guy. Facts.
What do you got going on?
Huh?
Some French. I don't know how to speak French. So.
I actually took French class.
You know what's funny? I actually
Just sui means I am the soul. I don't know.
I got permanently
Do
kicked
you
out.
mind looking that up for us, Dylan?
Come on, translating that for us,
Translate it
please.
for us.
I got permanently kicked out of my French class because I was so bad I didn't have to take a foreign language class.
Goals, bro.
Not
Goals.
really, actually. It got me in a lot of trouble. I got in a lot of trouble. I was a kid that when substitute teachers walked in the room, they were like, in their head, they were like, fuck. Fuck. Why is
I
this
didn't.
kid
We
here?
didn't know you at that point.
No.
No clue.
No.
No
Oh,
clue you were a thing.
pretty close.
We knew
though,
you at
probably.
19. Were you still in high school when we met you?
Yeah.
No
I was
way.
still going to Glens Falls.
Bullshit.
I was younger than
2012?
19. I was probably like 17.
Yeah,
When
it
did you
was my
graduate high
senior
school?
year.
You know, my girlfriend brought this up to me the other day, and I don't know because I failed the
What year did you turn 18?
How am I now? 25. What year is it?
29.
2019.
2013.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Probably about 18.
I thought you were just as old as I am.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
I'm gonna be 26 in like a couple months. January.
Then my math's fucking off because I
went. I guess. Not really matter. But I went to Kyle Lewis's house the other day. And I was like,
Oh, really?
Whoa! Doug's all the part of it.
How did it look?
It's nice in there. I was surprised. It
That's
looked
what
really
I
nice
heard.
in there.
What was okay?
I
What
wa-
was the most different like room from what Doug used to have?
Definitely, I think the carpets got changed to like red.
No way, that's gross.
But it was
Really?
nice.
Was it?
Like a
Like a subtle red?
red, you know?
Like a red. Was there still a crack in the floor, in the kitchen floor?
No, I think there is, but it's sealed over.
Oh, that's
They're just gonna
why.
keep on sealing. That thing's gonna keep on tipping, and that crack's gonna
They
reopen.
said that it was like you could definitely like see it. I didn't really look at it because I was.
There's a slant. Like you used to roll like a ball at the
Dude,
end.
yeah.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
And like
'Cause
it
it was
would,
kind of flat, and I went like this, right?
Yeah, dude, you could look at the windowsill and could tell like it started going straight and then like tilted a little bit towards the end, dude. It was wild. That's the
wild.
stupidest sound like George, man. There's
Literally,
no
Eric
reason to
Miscavige
have-
like broke his arm, or like
I
dislocated his arm on.
Who did?
Eric Miscavige, trying to bomb that hill. Have you ever tried to bomb Doug's Hill? I would never try.
I'd only do
I've
half.
bombed it and then turned not from the top, but turned onto that road. I don't trust going out in the traffic like that.
What if you
You're
had a
going
spotter?
straight- Yeah, then absolutely would. I would have no.
You don't
problem.
think you would get any wobbles?
I would, but I'd be able to. I'm not trying to sound.
It's like
cocky.
a mega
Dude,
ramp
we should
drop.
go.
I'm not trying to be cocky.
Can we film it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do this. That'd
Okay.
be
You ever seen that
gnarly.
hill bomb that Nuge did?
Yeah.
Where he said there was literally like a lane like this, and it was like this. It was insane. There was like a lane like this, and then he had to turn because there was cracks. He just made it. Yeah, it was crazy.
Like the Nuge?
The Nuge.
What other Nuge?
Ted Nugent.
Oh, you're right.
He doesn't skateboard though, does he?
He doesn't.
He just has cat scratch fever. That's all. So.
Dude, in other news,
Yeah, another news. Let's hear it.
vapes are killing folks.
Yeah.
6 people are dead.
Yep. You know, they're starting
Is
to
it
claim
carts or vapes?
Pete, there is I don't know all the facts. I didn't check
I've been
Snopes.
reading it's black market carts.
When you say carts, inform
Cartridges,
for
isn't
those who don't know what a cartridge is. Explain to the
THC cartridges with weed oil in them.
Yeah, I heard
Okay.
those have like vitamin E oil or something. They've been putting vitamin E oil
Yeah, I don't
in.
know what
That's
that-
like not good.
Okay, so let me see.
I've been
here.
hearing a bunch of crazy shit.
I mean I could see obviously that eventually vape there's going to be a study.
I
about
think there's going to
regular
be many
vaping.
health risks that are going to pop up from vaping
Oh yeah.
that are going to be worse than cigarettes, as far as immediate damage. If that makes sense.
Totally.
Makes sense.
And at the same time, let's go off the base of the theory that
I don't think
the
it's
cart,
gonna-
the carts are the problem, right? In the state eye's mind, right? If it's black market carts,
I wouldn't even say black market carts. I would say
homemade carts.
so. Like, ever heard of the brand Dank Vapes?
No, I don't know anything about.
So
this.
there's a bunch of brands, and look, there's a website you can go on to where you can find any brand cartridge, and it's just the cartridge, it's the tank, and
Okay.
the packaging, and then anybody can just buy that. So Dank Vapes is like a myth. It's not a company. It's just a packaging company somebody made, and then that everybody fills that up, and you can buy you get the flavoring with it too, and then everybody sells that off, and that's what's fun because these things are a lot of the things aren't from dispensaries, and that's why people are getting
Okay,
sick.
so in the state or government's mind, having this problem, legalize vapes. Legalize marijuana, so that way it's
Always.
If somebody's making that decision, this is how I'm going to go about it,
It's regulated.
and you're not close to a state legalized place. Wouldn't it at least save 5 out of 6 lives that have already passed?
But you think about it too, and money. So my buddy was telling me he knows a girl that has a medical card, and she goes up to a dispensary and she pays $80 for a half-gram cart. Yeah, $80. We can get like a gram cart for $40.
in Massachusetts.
Just around here.
Oh, just around here, really.
She was from New York. She's from New York though. I don't know who it is.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Yeah, I'd say like the problem is
Pricing.
pricing, definitely for sure.
Oh.
I mean, maybe I don't know what it's like out in Colorado and stuff like that. It's probably way different, obviously.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, places
Right now
where
in New
it's
York,
been
it's
established.
very tight knit.
I'd say
Well, I
we
mean,
just
we're
became
getting there.
decriminalized.
Yeah, we just came decriminalized. So,
Which is
I mean,
cool.
That's
we're,
okay.
We're making
I'll give
strides
it
in the
another
right
good
direction.
10 years before everything is like.
Okay, New York State. What do you guys think?
I think next 2 years.
You think so?
Yeah, within
2-3
next
years
year.
for sure, definitely. If it's decriminalized like this right now, yeah. And that's what they're shooting for that.
I mean, we're a pretty liberal state. You would think by this amount of time.
I mean, pretty liberal, but I mean, we're also like a pretty big state. There's a lot of people here. You know, it's not just all city. I mean, like we're 4 hours from it, and there's still a couple
yeah, and
hours
you know what?
north.
City
you know what I'm
folks
saying?
just don't get it.
I feel like city. I don't
Those
really know.
damn
I
city
feel like
slickers.
everyone gets it, but like I'm.
That's
I don't
hey,
know.
they made a commercial about it.
But I mean, at the same moment, I mean, it's all about money, though. You know, it's what like I feel like alcohol companies don't want that hidden in their business.
Right, alcohol,
what I mean?
pharmaceutical.
So I mean, like, if weed becomes legal, I
Anheuser-Busch,
mean, yeah, I mean, people. I feel like not everyone, or at least drinkers, might go to weed instead of like beers.
I
Maybe
don't
not
think that-
everybody,
I
but
don't
maybe
think
not as
No.
severe. Not as severe.
Alcohol is introduced very widely because it's so openly accepted.
Well, but I mean, also, I mean, if you look at the health things, I mean, alcohol is definitely way worse for you than weed is.
Which I feel like a lot of people... I know a lot of people are like, I only smoke weed because I don't like the way drinking people act.
Right. And you see
But at
moms
the
and
same-
dads smoking pot now, too.
I feel like that's always been a thing, but I think we're just noticing it because we're
it's
getting
like, oh, we
older.
grew up, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's going to become the new thing, so I feel like alcohol and tobacco companies are like kind of like worried about it, so they're trying to figure out ways to capitalize on
Right.
it. But I feel like that also going state to state level, I don't know exactly
At
what
least,
affects
I mean,
that.
yeah.
But I definitely feel like that plays a factor in somewhat, somewhere, some way. That's just my 2 cents.
I hope.
We're just going to have to let it roll out.
Just keep protesting.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep protesting. But I just want to make a couple plugs. You can head to, when you head to our website, mirth-films.com, head to our merch page where you can get tons of new merch that we have available. Thanks to Cardi Guttenberg. We got Mirth Films hats in 5 different colors. We also have Mirth Films collage t-shirts. We have everything from beanies to dad hats to baseball t-shirts, women's clothing. We got it now.
Condoms.
We're working on it.
On the way.
Probably
Soon.
not. But yeah, head to it. All the money all the money basically goes to what we're trying to do here, and that's provide you guys with great quality content each and every single week. And other than that, you know, our website's just a great source of information now, just to see what's going on in the area. So, but other than that, we got some more news.
Yeah, Bill Burr came out with another stand-up comedy special
I just started
on
watching
Netflix.
it last night before... I was about to go to dinner and I watched like 15 minutes of it. Pretty funny.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have not watched all the Dave Chappelle one either.
That one's hilarious.
I haven't listened to it either.
I've heard many people are very offended.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
But I've heard he's real, though. It's like...
Oh,
what's
it's so
wrong with
real.
that?
I talked to one of my friends, and she's a lesbian, and she's like, I watched it, and he's real as fuck. You know?
Just want to give a shout out to Josh Borg. Yeah, you're late.
What the
But you
fuck?
know what? It's okay because we messed up. I messed
were
up.
late.
Was he supposed
I
to
did
be
not
here?
have YouTube set up
No.
on our live stream, and we messed up
What's
a couple times. What's he late about?
Late tuning into the podcast.
Doug's.
Oh.
Come on,
It's not lit.
man.
Not cool. Not lit,
Not
dude.
lit.
Actually, no, you know what? No, don't do that. If you say not in front of it.
Oh, not
How do
okay.
you do a reverse stab?
So Josh is late because he's having kids.
That's a reverse stab.
That's a not late. All right, Josh.
Fuck you, dude.
We'll see you Friday, buddy.
Dork.
Dork.
But yeah,
Other
dude,
than that,
stand-up comedy, you know, it's out there. It's
Stand-up
coming in.
comedy.
And, you know, related to that,
Oh.
I'm just going to tell you what I've listened to this week. JRE, Bill Burr was on it, along with Steve Aoki, and this...
that was such a good episode.
Really good episode.
Steve
Wait, what is that,
Aoki is
JRE?
awesome.
Joe Rogan podcast, Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta say, newfound respect for Steve Aoki. That
Oh, yeah,
guy
for sure.
is awesome.
He's been pumping it out since, like, for a long time.
He's completely sober,
Has always been?
always, since 13.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's amazing. Dude, he's caking people every show.
Caking people every show.
I saw a video. There was some girl just on her boyfriend's or some guy's shoulders, and he has this cake, and it's like this big, and he, dude, no, it like poof on this one.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
It was funny. I almost was like, I feel bad for the girl, but I was like, you know, I don't, because that's so funny.
No, that's the
can
thing
you?
as it shows, dude. People
Yeah.
get cake, man. Like,
Yeah.
they go expecting it.
He's probably got a lot. It's probably his
She
favorite
probably
part about
loved
doing the
it.
show.
Dude, it must
She
be.
was, yeah. People are like,
I got
fighting to
fucking
get to-
caked on by Steve
She-
Aoki, and I loved it.
She brought a tarp to the show just to make it happen. So, Josh, yeah, let's get retarded in her.
Let's
Great
get
song.
retarded.
He sent me that tune the other day. I was like, okay, fine. You get it. We get it. But yeah, no, there's a lot of good shit going on. What
Yeah,
else?
yep. And other than that, listen to a lot of Mac Miller. I know you're a big fan of Mac Miller.
I am, and they just arrested the guy that
That
sold
the
the
dealer.
shitty drugs.
No
Yep,
way.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep. They got him.
And then 2 days later, your death date came up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the year death date thing, you know, what is it, Blue Slide Park?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry, burpee. Everybody went to Blue Side Park and they, there was 300 kids all singing Self-Care.
Oh, that's
It was
awesome.
really cool.
No
That
way.
is
It was cool. Yeah,
That's
really cool.
awesome.
For sure.
Man. He
Mac Miller was definitely very influential. I honestly, and I hate to be one of those fucking people, but I didn't get into him until after he died.
really.
Yeah.
See, for us,
I thought he was always kind of just like that high school kind of rap, and I
that's
just didn't
definitely how
like
he
it that
came
much.
out.
But his last two albums were
Amazing.
phenomenal.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
for us,
His last album he just came out was so relatable to everything that was going on in my life. Not the dying part.
right. I hope not,
Well,
buddy.
that
We
was
gotta keep you
after.
around here.
But it was...
No, I hear
Let's
you.
hear it out.
For us,
Swimming.
Josh was the person who got us into Mac Miller. It was actually back in senior year for us. Senior year for you too, I
Senior
guess.
year.
But we it was 2010, and he came out with the High Life and then Kids.
Kids,
Like
yeah.
they were
yeah.
on datpiff.com. They weren't even official. They were
the
official.
mixtapes.
They were mixtapes.
Datpiff.com.
Kool-Aid and frozen pizza, all
Yeah,
that.
Nikes
learned
on
all
my
that.
feet.
And then I think that one of my favorite things of this year that I saw live musically, other than just that Super Jam Annie set, was that
The Pine Needle Soul.
Pine Needle Soul
Yeah, they did,
Orchestra.
Mac
You
Miller
were
tribute.
there too, right?
This year?
This jam.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
when they
the,
opened up Kool-Aid and frozen
was it?
pizza.
Pine Needle Soul. They did a Mac Miller tribute set.
Did you
I
make
didn't
it?
go
You
to
didn't
that,
go.
dude.
Oh,
No.
You were so hyped.
I know, and I was so stoked about it, and I just...
It was everything you wanted it
Yeah,
to be.
it was perfect.
Yeah, I just got a little bit too looped out again.
Happens to the best of us.
I woke
man.
up the next morning, I was like, fuck, that was the one thing I was super stoked. That and Lotus with Barber, I was super stoked about.
I missed that too.
You did?
Yeah, I missed that.
I thought it was great, and then I heard people bitching about it. I thought it
Okay.
was sick, though.
What can you bitch about? You went to a small time festival. to see a big
Some
time
people
artist.
said that it just didn't flow that well. I thought it was sick, though. I feel like Lotus is kind of slower.
I don't listen. I don't know Lotus, so I couldn't tell you.
I feel like Lotus is like an elevator band that ate acid and went to space.
Okay.
But slow, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then Barber comes on and he's just like shredding. I thought it was sick.
Barber shreds. So
Barber cares.
Barber cares.
This is a sticker.
Speaking of Barber, you're going to be going to see 2 nights of the Disco Biscuits at Higher Ground, right?
I think 2 of them. Maybe we might do the 2, but I know that. Speaking of Lotus, they're playing one night at Cohost Music Hall. It's one of the 2 nights, so we might go catch one night of the Biscuits and
Oh,
then
cool.
do the other one. I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but
Go see live music. It's going to be a busy fall. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming.
there's a lot of good shit coming up. Fish tour.
Fish tour. Oh,
This
yeah.
is just announced their first tour in a long
10
time.
years, you said, right?
I'm
Something
not
like that.
sure.
Probably
Somebody said
close
something.
there,
It
yeah.
was something close to that. I'm not really sure.
We'll fact check it. Dylan, check it. Yeah, I mean, as far as what I've been listening to, 9 Club Bomb Burnquist was just on,
Yeah.
and that was a sick ass. It's like 3 hours.
I gotta
and
watch
48
some of the
minutes.
9 Club. I've never sat down and watched.
You
any
can
of the 9
watch,
Club.
you can listen to them on the podcast, just like you can listen to the
It's on
Kind of Live,
Spotify?
Kind of Living
I
podcast
don't
on
know if
Spotify and
I know it's
iTunes.
on Apple.
I had
Just
to
like
get
you
the-
can kind of listen to the Mirth film.
You know it. We're
out
getting
here.
close to 3,000 Facebook likes on our page too.
Really?
Yeah, we're like 180 away. Go check out our page if you haven't. I'm sure this is where you're.
Let
I
your
guess I
friends
should
know.
probably. I guess I should.
Yeah,
probably
tell your
follow you
friends.
You don't need
kidding.
to.
And
They're
but yeah, other than that, Andy Frasco, I've been listening to his podcast every week, and then just still been listening to Rush. Been listening back some of my stash on the Live Fish app, just some of the shows I just recently was at, and revisiting some shows that I dig a lot. But before we wrap this up, what have you been listening to, buddy? Music, anything.
You know what? I guess something is. You ever seen that show Mindhunters?
That sounds really familiar.
It's about like the show about how like detectives got into like the idea of serial killers. It's kind of like based off true events, but the soundtrack from that is phenomenal, wicked good. It's on Spotify. Listen to that a lot
Check
lately.
it out.
We don't even know where we're closing.
No,
We never
but you
even
know
discussed
what,
it.
dude? What's that?
We never discussed what we're
We
closing.
never
with.
discussed what we're closing with tonight for music-wise, but you know what? Let's listen to some Kool-Aid and frozen pizza.
Dude, let's
Because
listen to
it's a
Kool-Aid.
work of art. It ain't no Mona Lisa. But before we start listening to some tunes, we just want to remind everybody that you can listen to the Kinda Live, Kinda Laughing podcast on Spotify and iTunes. You can head to our website, mirth-films.com, to check out all of our latest news coverage, original video content, live music coverage, and just all the cool articles and just media content that we have coming out. Don't forget to head to our merch page, so you don't look like this fool when you just barge onto a podcast. And
gang,
don't drink milkshakes.
No.
Just kidding. Support
Wait.
local breweries, because you know what? That dime means
You know what's
something.
funny?
And Common Roots is actually going to be having. What is Common Roots doing? This
Common
weekend?
Roots is doing a release with Burlington Beer Co. on Friday. They're doing one in Pint Sized in Saratoga. They're doing one at Common Roots in Saucons Falls. And they're doing one at Burlington, obviously. And it's a key lime sour IPA.
Dick Sours IPAs. Go check it out. Common Roots Saturday.
If you want to get weird, maybe throw up a little.
Sounds pretty
I'll be there.
jazzy. Yeah.
It'll be a good time.
It's going to be a great time. But I don't think any time's as greater as when we have Caleb Lewis on the podcast here, Dirk McGirt. And we just are pumped to have you here, man. It's good to see you again,
Yeah.
dude. I haven't seen you in a little bit. We got to get our shred on now. It's the fall. We got all
I
of
don't
those
have to sweat my ass
just
off.
annoying
Make another
like,
skate edit.
flies or tourists
Yeah.
that come into our area.
Yes,
and
indeed.
make it not skatable for us. So let's go skate.
Let's go skate.
Let's
Let's make
have
another
some fun.
skate
Let's
video.
bring it back to 2012.
Let's do it up.
He's from LG2 or whatever the hell they call
Party
it.
like it's 1999.
It's party like
Let's
it's
fucking do it.
1999. Listen to
In the
Prince
word-
after you listen to the
In the
Kool-Aid and
words
Frozen
of Rick
Pizza.
James, party like it's 1999.
Party like it's
Party like
1999.
it's 1999.
Or Prince, whoever.
All right, guys.
Years.
Well,
Whoever did that.
again, Frank Cavone,
Doug Quimby.
Caleb Lewis.
Caleb
We
Lewis.
are Kinda Live.
Kind of living.
This has been a great episode. Don't forget, episode 25 live from Me Max Brewery right in downtown Glens Falls. If you can make it, show up. Get there a couple minutes early. And if not, definitely tune in because it's going to be a hell of an episode. Cheers, guys. This has been good.
Cheers, boys.
We're not going to be taking off any time anymore. And we're going to keep this train rolling. So,
Oh, yeah. So
let's,
Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza, Mac Miller, R.I.P. And you guys have a wonderful night.